Hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to the Scott Ree Project, and today's episode comes from the new SRP HQ. Yes my dear friends, I've got a new shed and I will give you a spin round and show you what it looks like in a while. But the first dish I want to show you to prepare in the new HQ, I like HQ, it sounds cooler than the shed, is the classic Chicken Cordon Bleu. Now a cordon bleu is a dish of meat wrapped around cheese and ham, then breaded and pan fried, or it can be deep fried or finished in the oven. So what we are needing for this dish to start with are 2 chicken breasts. Now you can go to your supermarket and get chicken breasts, but they always seem wet, you know, they always seem small. So what I've got here is a decent sized chicken. I want to take the breasts off, obviously then I'll know where it's come from, and you'll find they're a lot bigger and they've got way more meat on and they are nice and dry. So I'm just going to quickly nip off the breasts like this. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. Obviously it goes without saying, the rest of that chicken will not go to waste. It will be used in a curry. You know, I love the dark meat, can't be beaten. But when I say you get plumper breasts, stop sniggering. When you take it off a chicken, as you can see, they are fantastic size. Those packs, they seem to be too small, you know. So what I want to do then is just skin them quite easily, just like that. Then I'm going to trim any of the fat off. And you saw me take the tenderloins out a minute ago. Just have a look, they're perfect. So we've got our 2 chicken breasts. So next what I want to do then is to butterfly these out. We don't want to go straight down the middle, although that is one way of doing it. So just go in nice and gentle and start to open it up, but obviously we want to leave it in one piece. So just take your time, just take that fat off. Now you can, if it does fall apart, don't panic, you can still make them. It's not a problem at all. But what we need to do now is back these out to a decent thinness. You're talking 1/4 of an inch, maybe less. So what we need to do then is get a fresh board, because I know some of you out there, I know, you keep going on about food safety. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Look at that, hey? 2 boards. So what we need to do is get some cling film. So 1 piece of cling film on the board, chicken breast on top, cling film over that, then get something decent to bat it out. I don't know, a rolling pin, a wine bottle, whatever you've got, or even just use a meat mallet. You know, it's easy. I'm going to use a chopper. So just gently bat this out till we get it nice and thin. And you can feel where there's high spots and low spots. So just work on those, baby. So as you can see then, we got that nice and thin, as you can see there, if I can show you. Perfect. This is a great way to make a little chicken go a long way. Now to make it a cordon bleu, the classic, can't stop that, we need to get some nice ham and some cheese. Okay then, when you've beaten the bejesus out of your chicken breast, this is when we start building the dish now, and it's all about building up flavours. Now this is traditionally made with Dijon mustard. Now you know out there, you know me, this is the way we roll, baby. Now with it being Dijon, it's way milder than Coleman's. I mean, you can admit this altogether if you want to, but just put a thin layer on it. We don't want to overpower the flavour of the chicken or the cheese or the ham. So we get our mustard on, Coleman's and that Dijon de moutarde. You see, I can speak French. Then we are going to season with a bit of pepper and some salt. Then we are going to build up. We are going to put on a couple of slices of ham, nice wafer thin ham. So let's go there. Let's go there. I might put another one there. And then a nice slice of Swiss cheese. I'm using Emmental, a bit like that. Then we are going to start shaping this. So many ways of doing this, so many ways, but we are just going to bring in the ends, 1, 2, and then we're going to start rolling this into a cylinder. Now I think we're going to have a bit of trouble. For some reason that chicken breast isn't the best in that corner, but hey ho, this is how we roll on the SRP. So just roll it until you're left with a cylinder of chicken stuffed with ham and cheese. And here is one I prepared earlier. Next we need to pane these beauties. So let's get that on there. So before we breadcrumb these, or pane them is the French term, what I want to do is, so they firm up and keep their shape, I am going to just gently, as you can see, roll them sausage fashion in some cling film and get them nice and tight. So just keep rolling. And then cut it off. Just like that, get the air out, and then we can, so we get a perfect cordon bleu. Just manipulate it on your board, and that's getting nice and firm now. And then we're just going to chill that down for half an hour. Just get that. Okay then, so my cordon bleus have been in the fridge for 30 to 40 minutes. If you can't wait that long, by all means whack them in the freezer for a bit. But what we need to do then is unwrap these beauties, and then we will pane them, which is a French term for in flour, in egg, in breadcrumbs. Right, so I've got my egg wash then, which is a couple of eggs beaten. I'm just going to crank in a little salt, a little pepper. Like I say, remember it's all about building up flavours. As you can see there, I've got my breadcrumbs, which I have made myself. I'm going to tip that in there for ease of use. Now you can, if you want to experiment, I am going to drop a bit of sage into the breadcrumb, bit of dried sage. As you know, chicken loves sage, so not too much, just a few specks. And we get one of our sausages, and very gently we will coat it in the flour, and then roll it in the egg and get it absolutely everywhere if we're not careful, and then into the breadcrumbs. Homemade breadcrumbs. Now you can repeat that again. It's always good when you pane anything to just repeat the egg and the breadcrumb part. You get a real nice crispy outer shell, and you make a mess, which is always good. So there, that one chicken breast is turned into a mighty fine looking piece of meat. Right, how do I turn the camera off? I'll tell you what, it's almost like a real cooking show, isn't it? Hey, on my little stove, I feel like Keith Floyd. Anyway, what we need to do is brown these off in the pan. So I'm just going to add a spot of oil. Let that warm through, and then take these beauties. Look at them. Camera hates white for some reason, hey ho. Make sure we got plenty of breadcrumbage on them. And it's a case of getting a nice colour on them all over. So take your time, nice golden colour, then we will transfer them to the oven. Well, my friends, look at these beauties brown nicely. You must keep an eye on these. Unlike me, they will catch, and some parts may be slightly caramelized. then you want it. But hey, this is how we roll, baby. What I'm going to do then is transfer these two to a baking tray and put it in a preheated oven, gas mark 4, 350 Fahrenheit, 180 centigrade. You'll see up there the conversion. And we will get and cook these and see how they turn out. Look, a little bit of caramelization, didn't hurt anybody. And while we're here then, I promised you a quick spin round of the new SRP HQ. Let me take my mic off. So it's a bit of a work in progress then. My new HQ, as you can see, standing back, there's the setup of the video I'm actually recording at the moment. If you have a look up there, my little display, some tools, butchery equipment, Coleman's mustard. I've gone all posh now, I've got racks for all my equipment. There's a block there, there's the stove I've just cooked this on. Latest member of the SRP, Bert, and that is the new SRP HQ, which you will be seeing a lot of. In the meantime, got to slam these beauties in the oven. Okay then, my friends, now it's time for the fun part. You saw we took those chicken breasts, just 2 chicken breasts, and look at the size of this. I mean, I said it would feed 2. Easily, 1 breast will feed 2, so 2 chicken breasts, 4 people. What more could you ask for? And it was simple. We battered out a chicken breast, we put some mustard on it, put some ham, some cheese, we rolled it up, we panade it, which is egg wash, bread-crumbed it, browned it off in the pan, put it in the oven. Now I cook this at gas mark 4, like I said, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 C. This was in for 35 minutes. I've just checked it with a meat thermometer and it's perfect, 75 degrees centigrade. Right, now let's cut into it. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Let's have a look. But just look how juicy that is. Can you see that? Cheese is melted perfect. Chicken is cooked to perfection. The ham's in there. Oh man. That, I know I say this all the time, it's like I amaze myself. It's awesome. Lovely crust on the outside. Yeah, it's a bit, I should have drained it. That's my fault. But it's come out an absolute winner. Do give this a try. Absolutely phenomenal. Juicy, tender, cooked to perfection. There's nothing else to say, baby. That was all she wrote. We can turn it off. You could actually serve that with anything. New potatoes, asparagus, some broccoli or some peas, or with a nice salad, or make a nice sauce, you know, like a mushroom, creamy mushroom sauce. I wouldn't put it so much over the chicken. We want to keep that crispness of the breadcrumbs, but all in all, just look at it. Well, my dear friends, I hope you enjoyed that episode of the Scott Ree Project, especially in the new SRP HQ. And if you did, please click subscribe, join us on the journey. Also find me on my social media, Facebook, Scott Ree, The Scott Ree Project, and on Twitter at The Scott Ree Project. Just check the icons there, click it and join me. And until next time, please give this a go. You saw how easy it was and it's a winner. Look at it. What's not to love? Take care.